Hey, Crucified Robin Hood here. I'm spending the morning with Whoopie Cat. I don't even know if you can see that. Let's try that again. Yeah, that's on my Let It Blue Doom playlist. Whoopie Cat. How can you live without it? I'm going to make up a little bit of tea this morning, and I thought some of you guys might be interested in what the fuck I'm doing with all these poppy seeds. So I'm going to set you against the wall over there, and I'm going to try to talk you through what I'm doing here. I'm hoping the wide angle is going to catch me. Let me turn this down a bit. I'm hoping the wide angle is going to catch me in all my fucking glory without dropping my camera on the floor. Anyway, what I've done here is I've taken two packages. Two packages of Bob's Red Mill poppy seed. This is the looks like yeah, 05/08/2016. So this is the 5th of August is this batch. I've been using this batch for 3 or 4 weeks now. It's what's in the pipeline. The batch from July 16th was awesome, and this is maybe 3/4 as awesome. Once in a while you just get great fucking shit from Bob's though. So anyway, I put 2 of those bags in this custom device that I built here, and put about a gram, if you want to be that way, of baking soda in about 3 ounces of water. Mix, shika, stir. The idea is to make the water alkaline, and then give the seeds a nice alkaline bath, gently too. I mean, you don't want to use too much. You can't really overdo it, but the taste will just get it'll taste like drinking baking soda water. But anyway, so I get the baking soda water in here, and I stir it around so I moisten up everything. I give it a little shika. And then I want to stir them around. Once they're wet, and these have been wet for 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. Once I get them thoroughly wet, I like to move them around in the jug a while. That kind of, there's some friction going on in between these seeds. There's something like 10,000 seeds to the gram or some crazy shit. The seeds are tiny and they don't weigh anything. So we get them all wet, we stir them around, we rub them together against each other. You know, kind of, and you can press pretty hard on this, almost like working up grout. Really, you can really mess with this stuff. But you know, I give it 10 minutes at least soak time with sort of some alkali water on it, like I've gotten, and give it a little bit of stirring, a little bit of agitation. Right, and we're going to pretend that 10 minutes is up, and I'm going to go ahead and take a quart of water. So I got 16 ounces of seeds and a quart of water, and I just dump that shit right in there. And I don't really show you exactly what's going on here, but it's just a milk carton that I cut the bottom off of, and then I punched a bunch of holes in the fucking cap, and that's all there is to that. And then I had a blender, right? I was doing this shit with a blender at one point because I thought it was the thing to do, but it was a cheap blender and it broke, so I got the carafe, and it turns out the carafe is fucking perfect, right? And I wind up with the 2 or 3 ounces of water that I use with a little baking soda for the pre-soak, and then the quart of water that I put on top of it. I come out with almost exactly a liter of fluid when I'm done, which is bitchin'. Sometimes it'll be a little shy of a liter because sometimes the seeds like to soak shit up. So I'll go ahead and top a little extra liquid in there if I need to, just to get myself a full liter. And I don't know why, because that's a quart, not a liter, right? So I always got just a little smidgen of smush in the bottom, right? And that's cool because you can really do up to 3 washes like this, and still, and even your 3rd wash, the final product will still be medicinal. So what I got going on now here, we can see that the water's passed through the seeds, and it's become this frightening yellow, brown, amber, I don't know exactly what we want to call it, color. But that's just fucking yum, Dad. That's the ticket right there. Yes, sir. I've found through trial and error and pissing away a lot of money, you can do this with clear water, and it'll be a good solution. Will be like a very dark yellow urine, right? It'll be opaque. You can't see through it. It'll have that sunshine gold fucking color to it. It's pretty bitchin'. But it's not as an effective wash. I find adding a little bit of alkali completely changes the color, gives you this darker golden brown. I think I'm getting more alkaloids this way as well. I've tried it with acids too. I use lime juice, and it gives the same kind of appearance as just with plain water. It gives kind of that yellowish, strong urine color. It's the only thing I really compare it to. and that can be some really good stuff when you use a mild acid like lime juice or something as your pre-wash agent. But I'm finding that going the opposite direction and using an alkali pre-wash seems to be quite a bit more effective, and that sort of makes sense on account of one of the first things that you get when you add alkaline, when you add alkali to the alkaloids in the poppy squeezins, the first thing that happens is it rolls a lot of your opioids will roll over into what's called calcium morphinate, which is a lot of times then rolled over into diacetylmorphine, which is what we know as heroin. So we're like a couple steps away from the kooky shit that's getting people into a lot of trouble, and this is probably going to get me in fucking tremendous amount of trouble. I care a lot about that though, not at all. So, man, our flow is slowed down quite a bit. And this is a first pass. Usually I'll re-pour this 2 or 3 times to get, excuse me, to get my final color, right? To convince myself that I got most of the shit off in the first wash. But I'm looking at that color and wow dang. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and do one more pour over, because this is a great batch of seeds and a fresh box of baking soda, and everything seems to be working out right with this batch. And I didn't really do it the first time, but I like to keep the product in motion, right, while we're washing it, because I don't know if it does anything. It just makes me feel better, right? So and that's how that works, and I'll show you more later. Don't forget the Let It Blue Doom playlist, because damn, it rocks. And this is probably going to go up on excuse me. This is probably going to go up on Crucify Robin Hood, Let It Blue Flame, and 3 or 4 other accounts that you probably never heard of. But yeah, I'm not doing the Chatzy pain room right now, so I figured I'd put up, the least I could do is throw up a video on how I make my poppy seed tea. So piss up a rope.